the mother of love, a poem dedicated to Ezikoba land, once upon a town where breast milk flowed from the wonderful palm, feeding a multitude of brothers from the same loins. We sipped from the same God. Once upon a town, we gathered at our different squares where we waited for our mothers for the supply of the condimented okpa. Different families came. Fathers sniffed from same snuff boxes, while children played the popular akpankolo. We fed from same pot. Okpoche United Enugu-ezike. Once upon a town, we gathered our hoes while the older men played drums. Some recited Egara music. The muzzled lads cleared the village paths, while our mothers sliced ubamaja leaves. They pounded ukpo and made uhoi for us. Nature made us beautiful. We did this in preparation for Christmas. Once upon a time, it was a shocking news to hear about a brethren's death. Every community gathered, children forbidden from coming out or even calling the dead man's name. We mourned in unison for the loss of a soul. We despised any form of bloodshed, especially the blood of a brother. Chai. Once upon a time, we were united. Ezikoba football competition, that was the backbone that held us tight. Every village visited the hosting village. While going or returning, no one feared gunshots or kidnap. All feet were on the road, and an uproar of ecstasy enveloped the atmosphere. Chai. Under this fair weather, children from different primary schools came with their bands. Countless number of school uniforms came too. We commemorated the October 1st and May 27th. Township School 1 was the center. Enugu-ezike was bonded as one then. Once upon a time, we all gathered at the market squares. 25th December was the code. The white-haired men sat. Our women cackled for each masquerade. The ladies with long braids. Orakagogo danced to the tune of gongs. Odogu was accompanied by heavily chested men. Our single ladies danced their amala and osingwa. Our strong mothers had ayirebo. They also had izeneka and ikorodo. There was the smart kokiri masquerade too. What about the akwasikwa? Ajasikoriko was for the kids. Then came the akunechenyi. It was very beautiful. Ijefte too was a smart dancer. Okporopi was a troublemaker. We also had the Jeremy dance. Each of the masquerades always scared our ladies. Firewalls rocked the air. Women held their children. Not for the fear of evil though. Oh, once upon a time, Omabe festival came. Each community had theirs, but nobody stabbed anyone. No injury was recorded. We eulogized our ancestors. Agbeji was very beautiful. Oshagenyi was well equipped. Akwacha was for young men, always ready to run. Ajulaka and Ajija have always been ugly, but they were proverbial in their utterances. Mbedike was a heavy dancer. Men listened to the accompanying flutes. Uguma was the preparatory venue, while the market squares were the centers. Each masquerade blessed us, no matter the amount we gave. There were intercommunal visits, just to witness the outings, without any youthful clash. Then, what is happening today? We have rented our ornamented garment, the garment that held us as a body. Politics has shredded us, as though we never came from one father. Today, Enugu-ezike still speaks same dialect, but with this same dialect, we now exchange threats of bloodshed. Our leaders have dashed our love and unity for the thirst of power and fame, which are simply ephemeral. Drug abuse, idleness, and corruption are now the anthems our young ones sing them without remorse. Today we are afraid of coming out. Visiting our fatherland for Christmas is now a heavy crime. Sons send bags of rice, then calls on the phone only. No one wishes to be killed. All the Christmas masquerades have gone into extinction because the land now smells bloody. Omaba masquerade festivals is now an avenue for youths to fight. Masquerades now carry weapons. If these are signs of end time though, why does it have to start from our fatherland, Enugu-ezike? There is one common enemy in other towns. Such enemies are external, but in our own fatherland, there is one common enemy, and that is ourselves. Today we've lost Okpoche, communal feast. No one clears the paths anymore. Sirens have replaced our sweet flutes. Our gods have broken, and palm wine turned to blood. The same breasts we suckled on have flattened. Our ancestors fear to address us as sons. Out of selfishness and hunger to retain powers, we turned our productive boys to vipers instead of providing jobs for them here. Now they no longer desire jobs, they desire violence. And when all these were happening, online praise singers fueled it without shame, just for the promise of bread and tea, which had never and will never come. Today they are dumb and numb. They are among the killers of peace and truth. Dear leader, quench this tsunami, else we may all live to regret the tigers we bred. If these were the type of music and type of politics played by Obeta, Alachi, Ifesinachi, Obo, etc., would you have met Enugu-ezike alive? Now, what legacy are you leaving for the upcoming generation? Thuggery, fights, and online praise singing? For this, we cry an ocean of tears for Enugu-ezike, concerned Igbo-eze not youths, sinning.